this is part two to the video of loving yourself. Not blaming a spouse, your mother, your father, your children, your boss. Blaming people you didn't win partnerships with. And, people general. People at the grocery store. Somebody drove by, blow the horn, made you lose your concentration. Anybody. Sometimes things get so deep in us till we take it out on the next person. And then, some people might have did us a contract and say, I just want to come to earth and cause chaos and hell and try to beat somebody down and say things about them. I'm glad I didn't sign that contract. So, you have greatness in you. And a lot of times you don't know what that greatness is because you've been hurt. You've been abandoned. Sometimes, your mother don't show you all the affection that you think that, hey, she didn't show me all that affection. She was just out there in the streets. I ain't talking about my mama. But I'm saying that, and yeah, my mama did hang out sometime, but she always made sure we had a babysitter until we became teenagers. So she did make sure if she went somewhere that we had someone to watch us. So, everything might not have been rosy in your life. So you can take a love bath and cleanse it up and release your stress, your pain, your agony, your disappointment. You can release it. You can release it. But that release comes from going inside. Because we cannot fix nobody else. I don't want to. I tried. By trying to put somebody in a spot that they wasn't made to be in. Not seeing the red flags. So sometimes we get so caught up that we forget. And then we start blaming. Well, I was in a bad relationship. I'm talking about myself. I don't want no more relationships. I'm good. And yes, at a point in my life, I came to that conclusion. I did. I was like, I'm through. I'm good. But I represent balance. My life. My life. So you can be good with yourself. But when it comes to balancing the scales, what are you going to do? If you feel like I was in a relationship and I was hurt so bad, so I'm good. I don't want no more relationships. I'm fine. You're not balanced. You hurt. You hurt on the inside and you feel like that person owes you something. Either it's an apology or an explanation or you're seeking. Never TT been there. Been there. Plenty of times. Because I got back on that, not the wheel of life. I got on that other wheel, like the handspring running on. And I didn't take the responsibility of myself and do the shadow work. I was waiting on somebody to come in and say, well, you're a beautiful woman and I don't know why. I was waiting on somebody to give me an excuse for my own beauty. Yes. Not realizing who I am. Not realizing all the power and the beauty that I have inside as a queen. Like I said, it took Queen Nefertiti to say, girl, let me come in and help you, baby. Let me give you balance. And it took some years. And when I was transforming, because nothing comes overnight, when I was transforming over to the lovely, beautiful person that I am, when I was transforming, I had to realize a lot of things. And when I was realizing my value, people was in my ears saying things. And I was like, no, no, that's not true. It's not true. And it took a while for me to own up. So that's not right. And sometimes we just let things pile on us and we don't take the responsibility of saying, stop, enough is enough. But still, we'll let somebody keep saying stuff. And then when we get hurt inside, that solar plex, through them gates and portals, the heart, all that, and then you're carrying it. And then you want to hold it and shut everything out. Where does that work? It doesn't work. It makes you bitter. It makes you hate to see somebody else happy. It makes you don't want to see somebody else smile. It makes you don't want to see somebody else enjoy their life because you're bitter. You're resentful. You haven't went in. Loved ones, you have to go in. You have to go in and clean up. Not what somebody else did. Because I'm pretty sure before they came into your life, they already had situations. Because if they didn't have those situations, they wouldn't have brought them situations in your life. And a lot of things are soul contracts. And we have to get it together or you're going to recycle. I don't care. Like I said, if you don't like it, you don't have to come to my channel. And if you think it's all a game, you reap what you sow, baby. Karma. Karma will come back to you. I believe that. And not only do I believe, I know it will. So when I speak what the Most High gives me to say, and you disrespect it, I see you as you are. Yes, I do. So, yes. So we can't always just blame other people for our disappointments, for our hurts and our pains. It's nobody else's responsibility. Now, like I said, you can come to me, you can set up appointments. I can give you some tools. You can tell me about your situation. We can do what we got to do. I'm not going to put all my tools on the table, all my information on the table. You're not getting it for free. So you can look at Nefertiti, you can try to chop through my words and do what you do. But I know I have a solution. A solution. It's not easy. Who said it was going to be easy if someone broke your heart? Oh, they broke her heart. Oh, they broke his heart. Baby, never think you're the only one. And 9 out of 10, the biggest mouth in the room is the one with the most problems. The one with the biggest mouth, most confusion, is the one with the biggest problem. But you don't see that, right? Thank you, Most High. So, how do you fix your problems? Nefertiti keeps saying it over and over again. But I'm going to put all the tools online? No, I'm not. Because I want you to love yourself. And it's not, I can't. This is my purpose here on this earth. Everybody has their own purpose. I'm here to bring love to help you level up. If you don't know Nefertiti, go to your dictionary and look up Nefertiti. Go to the Bible and look up Nefertiti. Now, they're not going to have Nefertiti as in how we spell it. Nefertiti is going to be in Genesis the way they want to spell it. Okay? So when you know the reason why you are here on this planet, you're going to do your job. Karma is karma. So only thing I can do is just tell you to come to your higher self of knowing that you are great. Don't wait on somebody to say, baby, you great. Honey, you divine. You this. You got to know it for yourself. You got to know who you are for yourself. You got to know your value. Don't wait for somebody to say, oh, you look so good. Let me give you some value. Baby, sometimes I don't wear makeup. I was to the beach last week. I ain't have on no makeup. I was in my me time. I was in my me time. No makeup, no wig. Just enjoying my space. I don't have to wait on somebody to say, oh, you beautiful, or you such a... You don't have to wait on anyone to tell you anything. You should already know and have that self-confidence within yourself. Knowing that how things is changing in the world, knowing how people platforms are being changed, everybody, if you like Nefertiti, I can't work in a group with everybody because everybody don't have the same right energy. I like to be on a nice high vibration. I like to be on a vibration of great possibilities. Of yes, you can do that. Put your mind to it. You can make that. But if you're going to come to me and say, Nefertiti, how do you make that? Baby, that's going to cost you. I'm not going to do that for free. I used to. I don't do that anymore. I know my value. I know my value. Excuse me. I know my value. And you should know your value too. You should know what you bring to the table. You should know what you bring to the table. And if you can help someone, do it. But not hindering someone and handicapping someone and having someone to depend on you because you're a narcissist. Is that saying narcissist? Is that saying it right? Because some people get a hype out of people just needing them. Oh, you need me. Only person that you need is yourself. The Most High will put people in your life. The guardian angels, your ancestors, will put people in your life. So you feel like if I leave this situation, what's going to happen? Only thing I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, I ain't telling nobody leave your marriage. So don't even try to use that. That won't hold up in court saying Nefertiti told me to do that. Nefertiti didn't tell you that. Nefertiti told you to go inside of self, do the shadow work, and don't blame nobody else for things you should do for yourself. Don't blame nobody else for things you can do for yourself. Be your number one motivator. I'm going to motivate. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to give you a scripture. I'm going to give you some items to use. I'm going to give you some tools. And I'm going to say you can do it. I'm going to do that. Because I know if you're not careful, if you're in the wrong spot, somebody's going to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Oh, let me see how I can break you down. Let me see how I can put fear in you. Let me see how I can stop you. Baby, you can't stop what divine has already put in motion from the beginning. But sometimes, if you're like Nefertiti, it takes you a minute to tap in to yourself, your self-worth, your value, knowing what you can present and how to present it and how to hold yourself as a great queen, as a great woman, as a great mother. And you know Mother Day is coming up. And you know Mother Day is coming up. What better way is it to now to say, I need to do some shadow work on myself. Pamper myself with love and affection. Your children, they're going to get you roses and take you out to eat and all that good stuff, give you money. You know, the same thing every year, you know, on that hamster wheel. Every year, the same thing. Nothing changes in your life. Same restaurants, same city, same family, same everything, same candy, roses, money, envelopes, same. That stuff get boring. It get boring. And the reason why, because it leaves you stuck. You already know. You already programmed, like I was with the dollhouse with the perfect person. So some things that we do, it leaves us stuck. And you can't move forward because you're stuck. So try to change something different. Y'all see that 50 change to a wig? Oh, I'll do that. I'll change a wig. So sometimes it's best to try something different and not just go outside of self, but try something different that you never tried. Loving yourself. Say, girl, I love myself. I bought myself a new pocketbook. I don't know what she's talking about. I love myself. I just bought me some diamond earrings. I love myself. That's material stuff. I done been on plenty cruises. I done been on plenty trips. I done had name brand pocketbook, clothes, shoes, name brand, but still things don't bring you happiness like that. Those are little cute things that we just put on, you know, to look good. But to feel good, to have a different change in life, to express to other people that vibes with you, to love yourself and say, you know, it's something different. Let me just cleanse myself. Let me go back in my mind and see anything I'm holding inside that keep me from loving myself the way I should be loved. Because everybody can buy a pocketbook, baby. Everybody can buy a pair of shoes. People can buy cars, trucks. I ain't gonna say how many cars I done had. Not gonna say how many living room suites I done went through. That's material stuff. Material stuff, it upgrades. You get you an Apple Watch, phone. That's material stuff. But when it comes down to when you close your eyes and nobody's around, or sometimes people can be around and you have mental blockage where you're afraid to get to that next step, when you're afraid to cut people loose, or you're afraid to be alone, you have to go in and see what is your problem. Why is you so unsettled in your mind? When people can't be by themselves for 5 minutes. When people get aggravated and can't be by themselves for an hour. Why do you not love yourself when you can't be by yourself? That's strange. That's strange. I know it's good, you know. Like I said, one time I was like, I'm good. I don't want no relationship. I'm fine. But I had to go inside and say, okay. They did that. Back to them. Because I got to set myself free. I have to live my life. I have to be able to enjoy life. So I need to go inside and blame myself a little bit. Don't put off on someone else. And don't forget about yourself. That's what I always say about myself. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. And it hit home first, so I can tell somebody else. So when you can't be by yourself because you're afraid to be by yourself, why? Why do you need someone around you all the time, 24/7? Why? Why are you scared to use your own mind to think good thoughts? Shadow work, baby. Shadow work. If you're selling a product and you join selling a product, why should it bother you if someone else selling a product? Why? If someone's table is spread and they showing someone else how to level up and love themselves, why would you have a problem? Shadow work. If you cannot smile and you worry about somebody else smiling all the time because you can't get a good smile, shadow work, baby. Go inside and do you. Do you, because remember, you know, people like to be real smart. Sometimes people think they're smarter than anybody, everybody. They top dog. Number one notch, the smartest person in the world. I'm not even going to claim that because I know it's the Most High. I do have great senses on that. I'm not going to put myself above the Most High. But you do have people that feel like they can be above the Most High, that someone should, kind of bow to them. Even Yeshua left words on that one. And still yet, people don't even respect what Yeshua, y'all might want to call him Jesus. His name is Yeshua. And now they're coming out with a movie and they're saying Yeshua because they know they was, they should have did that in the first place. But that's not none of my business. That's none of my responsibility to know. Why they did that, I know. Not for me to tell it, but to know Yeshua. Y'all will find out everything in due time, in due season. Yeshua. He tried to tell him. He tried to tell him. They didn't want to listen. He said he was the king. He said that. But the way he said it, it was like no one can have that power. He said, me and my Father are one. And people didn't like that. It was like, ooh, who do you think he is? He come around here trying to tell us what to do, telling us how to take our bed up and walk, how to leave our family, how to cut people off, how to break cycles, how to love yourself. But, Nefertiti see the Bible in a whole different way, right? But I'm going to go to the part where you can relate to, so it can help you out. Because like I said, some people think they got more power than the Most High. So Yeshua trying to tell people how to level up, how to be the very best of you. And don't just look for fish, but be fishermen of men. Go out there and help somebody. Go out there and help somebody. But know how to do it. But you just not even wanting to receive what Yeshua was saying on that part. So when somebody comes to you and tell you to be the very best version of yourself, you looking like the people did back in the day. What's she talking about? Why is she saying that? Because you haven't came to the highest version of yourself. You haven't been what Yeshua said, except you be born again. Except you go within. Rich man trying to get through the eye of the needle. You have to go within. And when you go in and fix what's wrong, what's broken, what's the problem, how can I do it? When you go in, you can get through. But you got to first work on self. Accept a man be born again. But you're like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. I'm good. He's coming. My better half is coming. I didn't shut that down. That part to say, no, I'm good. I don't want no man. No, he's coming. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Most High. Thank you. And back onto self. So when I'm trying to teach, you have to level up and love yourself. You have to go within yourself. And a lot of things we don't want to face. We don't want to face, ladies. Even if we feel like we was that number one bomb shakalaka mama and the children are just doing what they want to do, they have their own purpose and they will too. So sometimes you can't even hold on to your kids like you're not supposed to. Because everybody came into this planet to do a mission, to learn a lesson in the universe. Okay, because college comes coming up. So a lot of kids have to figure out what university they're going to, right? And most kids, they look at what the school can give them. What will they learn? How can they enjoy their life? How can they better their career? So I need to find a good universe to go to. So when you come to this universe planet, it's the same thing. You just have to wake up to it. But if you still dumb down, sleep, and don't want to do the right thing, you're going to be recycled doing the same thing over and over again until you get it right within yourself. And knowing that, no, maybe I'm not knowing I'm supposed to say everything that I say, but when the Most High gives me to say it, I can say it. No, I have a scholarship, but the Most High gives me to say these words, I'm going to say it. Yes, I had broken relationships. I'm not hiding that in the closet. I've been hurt. I've been abandoned. And guess what? You have too. And if you're around here running your mouth, you're probably the one with the most damn problems. The worst situations. And you can't help nobody out because you're started trying to down somebody else. Oh, look what they doing. Oh, why they say that? Oh, why they that? You're the one with the worst problems. And you're making yourself stand out in the crowd. And it doesn't look very good. Because this is no longer, it's no longer satisfying. It's no longer pleasing. It's no longer. Maybe once when everything was like still on a third dimension, you know, their consciousness was kind of dumbed down. And, you know, people didn't know, you know, we was just, you know, working, living that life, shopping, you know, just doing us, you know, doing you. But when that great conjunction came, that wonderful shift came, it was like a birth. It was like a birth. And I was like, well, y'all know, I ain't want to put all my tools out there. Y'all know it's a great conjunction coming on, you know, these planets lining up. It's great work to be done. You know, but sometimes I can't even say it like that because everybody has their own divine time. Divine time to wake up, divine time to check into self, to get stuff right, to, you know, because like Nefertiti, last year I was not here. Last year I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube because everybody's on lockdown. And, you know, I want to do something to make everybody feel good, to give them an uplift, do a great detox. Then someone asked me to, you know, sell some TLC products to them, which I didn't have. And I joined that force. I didn't ask the Most High, is that what the Most High wanted me to do? I just did it for the people. So y'all say, oh, she doing TLC? I already have a job. I already had a side business. I already had a life. But I didn't mind taking on the responsibility of TLC to help somebody else out. But then somebody in TLC was like, oh, she doing too much. Oh, sorry, y'all. Whoever watching this on TLC, that might have got a little offended. It wasn't because taking somebody else's spotlight, but because the person that I am don't mind helping people. Don't mind seeing somebody else in great health. It don't change Nefertiti. It don't change me inside. Whatever the Most High put inside for me to have, I'm going to have it. And I know I will. Whatever divine power gives to me, my heart is open to receive it. Yes. And sometimes that's all it takes, is for you to say yes. But if you don't have that heart chakra, that solar plex, everything lined up, that even the throat chakra to tell other people no. But once you open up to great possibilities, open up to I can do it, open up to yes to success. Yes to success.